The term of fine-tuning is used to characterize sensitive dependence of facts or properties on the value of certain parameters. The universe is fine-tuned intricately and delicately so that it is able to support life. Before moving on, look at this painting. It is so beautiful and it's designed with so much details. Do you think someone made it? I don't know. Anyways, back to fine-tuning. The constants of the universe, including gravity, electromagnetism, nuclear force, and many others, had to be fine-tuned specifically and precisely in such a narrow range to create what the universe is now, with the extraordinary stars, galaxies, planets, animals, plants, and even us, humans.
Fine-tuning was popularized in 1910 to 1913. The Fitness of the Environment, one of the first books to explore the concept of fine-tuning, was written by famous chemist Lawrence Joseph Henderson, who was born in 1878 and died in 1942. In 1961, it was also written that physicist Robert H. Dick claimed that certain forces in physics allowed a life-permitting universe. In the book The Intelligent Universe, Fred Hoyle also argued a fine-tuned universe. Stephen Hawking, the famous physicist, has admitted that the remarkable fact is that the values of the numbers, the constants of physics, seems to have been very finely adjusted to make the possible development of life.
To what degree is the universe fine-tuned? Here are a few illustrations. First, cover the entire North American continent with dimes stacked on top of each other until they reach the moon. The odds of finding a specific dime in that stack is 1 in 10 to the 37th power. That's the precision involved in the strong nuclear force. Second, the calibration of the mass density of the universe can be illustrated as shooting a 1-inch target located at the opposite end of the observable universe. The odds of us hitting that target is 1 in 10 to the 60th power. If any of these numbers were off by just a dime or an inch off the target, we would not get the present universe.
As we know, the life-supporting characteristics of the universe depends delicately on various of its fundamental characteristics. Scientists have made lists of fine-tuning parameters that continue to grow longer. All of these constants are balanced on a razor's edge. To give you a picture, these are two examples of cosmic constants. First, gravitational force constants hold the universe together. Had it been off due with the tiniest increment, the universe would have thinned out so rapidly or collapsed on itself that no stars, planets, and life wouldn't exist. Second, electromagnetic force constants hold electrons and atomic nuclei together. If it were out of tune, there would be no stable chemical bonds.
There are three options for the explanation for the fine-tuning argument. 1. Necessity. 2. Chance. Or 3. Design. Let's consider each of these options. Physical necessity states that the universe must be life-permitting. It cannot be otherwise. But there is no evidence for this. In fact, a life-prohibiting universe is far more likely than a life-permitting universe. How about chance? The probabilities are so ridiculously remote, it is out of reach of pure luck. However, let's consider the multiverse theory that there are an infinite number of universes created with a different characteristic, and we got lucky getting a life-permitting universe. Even if the multiverse was real, what generated it must have been fine-tuned, but as far as we know, there is no empirical proof to this multiverse.
So we are left with one option: design. With the life-permitting range so narrow, the most plausible explanation is that someone outside the limits of science must have fine-tuned the universe into what it is right now. Scientists have searched for some other life besides our own. A vast project called SETI, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, used numerous radio telescopes to search space, but found nothing. Let's go back to the painting illustration. Do you think an artist made it? Of course! The wind couldn't have just blown over some paint and made that. An artist must have carefully designed it, planning the background, the people, the colors, etc. etc. In fact, the School of Athens was made by the very famous Italian Renaissance artist, Raffaello Sanzio da Urbino, or Raphael. So the most reasonable explanation of fine-tuning is God, the Creator. Only He, with His limitless power and infinite knowledge, could have fine-tuned the universe. Genesis 1 verse 1 says, "In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth."